A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Serve up some friendly competition in Nintendo Switch Sports. The new sports game on the Nintendo Switch puts you in the action and lets you play against family and friends, online opponents, or other players.
Its gameplay is realistic, and the real-world movements are modeled after those of the real world. But before you jump into playing Nintendo Switch Sports, take a closer look at its features.
This review will provide all the details you need to make an informed decision. Gameplay.
Serve up some friendly competition in Nintendo Switch Sports. With a wide variety of sports available on Nintendo's newest console, you're sure to find something to challenge yourself in. You'll have plenty of friends to play with, as well as online rivals to compete against.
You'll also enjoy being part of a global community, and you can compete with people all around the world. But what makes Nintendo Switch Sports stand out from other sports titles?
Switch Sports is not for the faint of heart. There are 6 games to choose from, and each is a challenge in itself.
But the competition isn't always friendly. The game is most fun when you're playing with friends.
Despite the absence of a training mode and progress tracker, it still provides a lot of genuine sports moments. But there's a lot to like about Switch Sports.
For fans of Wii Sports, Switch will be a welcome return to the series. The Wii brought the concept of motion-based video game controls to the masses.
The Switch version takes this concept to a new level by making it feel more natural to play. Whether you're playing with friends or a single player, the Switch version of Wii Sports is a great way to meet new people.
Although Nintendo excels at creating games with an element of magic, the game still inspires suspension of disbelief. With its motion controls, you'll be able to see the ball moving through the air as it flies around.
The game can also be strenuous, so players should be prepared to exert a great deal of energy. However, the game also has some issues that make it more enjoyable to play in shorter sessions.
You'll need to use your dominant arm and shoulder a lot to play the game well. Features.
While the game's multiplayer features are a highlight, the single-player experience is far from wholesome. The game feels great to play and offers an excellent level of customization, including avatars that deliver hilarious mid-game facial expressions.
There are also plenty of cosmetic items to unlock in the game, and up to 8 players can join a game. The online functionality of Switch Sports is also a plus.
Thankfully, it does not feel cloyingly expensive in the Wii Sports remake. The multiplayer feature is an important element.
While there are more options, including new sports, Nintendo Switch Sports is best used as a party game. It also lacks the classic feel of Wii Sports and doesn't compel players to move like old sports did.
In addition, the menu music can't be turned up loud enough to get everyone moving. While the game may have the most competitive mode of all, the multiplayer features are a plus.
Controls. Serve up some friendly competition in Nintendo Switch Sports with the new game.
Switch Sports includes 7 different sports, with golf added as a free update this fall. With the right accessories and a Nintendo Switch, you'll soon be on your way to competitive play in the world's most fun sporting game.
And what better way to do so than with other players? Here's what you need to know about the game. Like Wii Sports, Nintendo Switch Sport has motion controls and the same spirit of brazen fun.
It has many of the same problems and issues as the Wii Sports title, but it still puts on a good performance. If you enjoy using your dominant arm and shoulder, you'll likely enjoy this game.
However, it might not be for everyone. In the end, Switch Sports is a fun and accessible game.
Wii Sports Resort were both successful when they were released, but they served more as tech demos for the new motion-controlled game. Wii Sports included My Characters, but Nintendo crafted a more complete game with Switch Sport.
It also features improved visuals and controls. The developers have also promised additional online modes and cosmetic items for players.
It should be fun for the whole family to play. Switch Sports is the spiritual successor to Wii Sports.
Like the Wii version, this game features the classic tennis, bowling, and badminton games, along with several new sports, such as volleyball. And as the game features motion controls, you can use the Joy-Con leg straps to make the ball fly through the air.
You can play with friends on one console or with players from all over the world. Launch date.
Nintendo has confirmed that the friendly competition mode will be added to the upcoming Nintendo Switch sports game. The game is a multiplayer game for Switch users that will include both online and local multiplayer.
Switch Online subscribers can participate in an online playtest on Feb 18-20.
Nintendo hasn't yet announced what games will be included in the game, but the launch date of the game is April 29. A Nintendo Direct was held in February 2022 to reveal the game's release date.
The Switch version of Nintendo's newest sports game will feature 6 sports including tennis, golf, badminton, tennis, chambara, and more. While the game won't feature My Eyes, fans will still be able to play as their favorite sports personalities.
As always, Nintendo will offer both online and local multiplayer modes so that friends can test out the new game before its release date. If you're planning on buying the game, be sure to check out our preview of Nintendo Switch Sports below.
The game will launch with the Joy-Con controllers, which make the motion control system even more fun. Wii Sports was a huge hit and helped popularize the motion controller.
Switch Sports will continue that legacy and bring people closer together. It will certainly redefine the concept of gaming and bring more people together.
While we're waiting for the release date of Nintendo Switch Sports, we hope that we'll see a friendly competition mode in the near future. If the game is as well designed and functional as we're expecting, it may be an important addition to Nintendo Switch.
The online mode in Nintendo Switch Sports is expected to launch alongside the physical version in the near future. Nintendo has already stated that the online mode is available to Nintendo Online subscribers, and the game will eventually support all kinds of games.
The game will also support a wide variety of online matchmaking and will offer rewards to players for online play. It's still too early to determine how popular this online mode will be, but we'll find out when it launches.
Price. The price of friendly competition in Nintendo Switch Sports isn't as high as one might think, but there are still several things to consider.
One of the main drawbacks of the online functionality is that it contradicts the game's overall wholesome aesthetic. Another is the online functionality, which lags 2 decades behind its rivals.
However, with future updates, the game should still be fairly balanced and have a decent lifespan. The game is a good choice for those who enjoy friendly competitions in virtual sports.
It has 7 sports available, so players of varying skill levels can enjoy playing this game. It supports local and online multiplayer and features a ranking system.
Players are ranked according to their wins in each sport. This ranking system increases as the player plays, so they must earn it.
Once the player has achieved a certain rank, they will be eligible to enter the league's online competition. While Nintendo's new version of Nintendo Wii Sports is a rehash of the first game, Wii Sport Nintendo Switch Sports is more of a party game than a serious one.
While its mini-games are still reminiscent of the Wii Sports series, the new version has new, promising features. It's also cheaper than Wii Sports and is an excellent option for families with younger children.
While there are several great sports games available for the Switch, the family-friendly game is a solid option. While it can be expensive, it is worth it to get your hands on a game that everyone will enjoy.
With friendly competition, you'll see a lot of new faces and have a blast. You'll never get bored with this game, and it will grow on you as you practice. Just be sure that you play it with a friend.